What's up everyone, it's Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. I'm so excited to be sponsored by Cirque Colors for today's video, where we are checking out their new collaboration with KELLI MARISSA. These are 6 new shades inspired by her hometown of Las Vegas, so we're getting some really fun colors, some moody stuff. I really like the finishes we're getting here, including a new formula from Cirque Colors in this collection, so I cannot wait to check that out with you guys. KELLI MARISSA is a fellow nail polish content creator here on YouTube, so I will link her channel and her Instagram down below. Make sure you check those out. In this video, we're also going to look at a recent Do Good shade from Cirque Colors, so we'll look at that, then we'll look at the KELLI shades, but a little bit more on these releases. Both of them are limited edition, so if there's shades in here, if there's polishes that you are like, I need that, I would grab them while you can, while they are still available. The polishes all retail between $14.50 and $16.50 in the video, and we also have some nail art stickers in the KELLI MARISSA set. Those are $10 USD, and then you can grab everything as a bundle for a slight discount. So there's a lot of options, a lot of different stuff to grab in this video, and of course if you grab any of it, make sure that you use my new affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which is code COLOR10. I'll put it here, right here, so you can see it, and I'll also put it down in the description near their link, so you can just copy and paste that right when you go to check out. It is a one-time per user code, so make sure you get all those goodies and get a nice little discount on them too. Cirque Colors is an independent nail polish brand that is based out of Brooklyn, New York. Their formulas are 10-free, non-toxic, vegan, and cruelty-free, and they do have some international stockists, so I will also link that page down below in the description. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you're always getting the newest Cirque Colors and nail polish content, but I think it's time we look at these swatches. First, we're looking at Harvest Time, which is the Do Good that benefits City Harvest, which is a nonprofit that works to combat the growing number of people without access to meals or food education. And I did want to show off its special edition little box there. But moving on to the shade itself, we have this really beautiful green jelly base, but it has this yellow lean to it. It's this really warm green color. I love how this one goes on the nail. You can see it is that jelly formula, so it's going to be pretty thin, but I feel like with the reflective glitters in here, you get a really nice payoff of building that base up over the layers of glitter, and some of them turn green, some of them have that silver effect. They almost have this like golden look, which I can't tell if it's that golden look of the base or if some of them are actually gold. It's just such a nice look. It's so sparkly, and then putting on a flash, you can really see those reflective glitters light up. They just get so bright, and I'm pretty sure they're all silver. They all look silver here, but they're just so pretty, and I love reflective glitter even in that non-flash light because they're just so much more sparkly than a standard metallic glitter. So I really love this one. I feel like if you like green polishes, not only is this shade going to be up your alley, but stay tuned for the rest of the video. But you can see built up across the whole hand, we just have such a nice manicure. This one is almost kind of springy to me, but I feel like could go sort of any time of year, so it's versatile and gorgeous, so I love it. Moving on to the KELLI MARISSA collab, we also have some special packaging here, so you can see these Vegas accents, the metallic accents on the box, as well as a special inside on the box, so that is a nice little touch too. But our first shade that we will check out is Flamingo, and this one is one of those shimmer graphic shades. So this is that new formula from Cirque, and essentially what it is a tinted jelly base, and then in there a bunch of holographic glitter, as well as a bunch of shimmer. So they're calling it shimmer graphic because you're getting that shimmer, that holographic, if you see the little mashup that we're getting there. But I think that this shade, as well as the other shades that we're going to look at in this formula, are so beautiful. There is so much pigment packed into them, and in the live swatches we're doing 2 coats, but then in this macro shot in the full hands for each of those shimmer graphics we're going to do 3 coat coverage, so you can see a little bit of that difference. It's really not a huge difference. I would just say you get some more glitter and pigment on the nail, but in terms of coverage, I felt like the opacity built up pretty nicely in 2 two coats, it had a little bit of a jelly, but obviously these are a jelly finish, so you're gonna get that effect. So I liked them in both ways, but the second shade, you can see this one is a bit of a different finish. This is 777 and it is a red jelly polish, but then in that base we have these gold metallic flakes in all irregular shapes and sizes. So this one I fully built up in 3 coats for the live swatch as well as the full hand, just because I felt like this red jelly base, it looked really good in those 2 coats, but there was just a slight bit of unevenness that I really wanted to just kind of cover up with a 3rd coat, get a little bit more of those gold flakes on here, and I think that was so worth it. It was definitely the right decision. You can see we get so much of that gold, and that red just deepens up so nicely. It's weird to say, but it was almost like bloody in like the sense of like it actually looked like blood kind of putting it on. It's like this super deep but dark and almost blackened red. It's not like a juicy cherry red, but more like on the darker side, and I really liked that about it. I feel like obviously for this theming, for this collection, it totally fits and looks super great, so I am definitely a fan of this one as well. Next up is Venetian Sky, and this is another shimmer graphic. So you can see here we have a really nice sort of blurpily base. It's like a really beautiful mix of a blue and purple shade, but then the shimmer in here is sort of pink from this angle. It's almost like a reddish pink, and then in the more extreme angle, this one shifts over to like a gold and then almost a green in there too. So you get some really nice color shifts, and especially paired with the purple in the base, I really loved how that looked. And also I like how where this one was a bit darker, I feel like it really makes those hollow glitters pop. You can just see all those rainbow glitters, so much sparkle. It's like honestly super fun. I really like these mix of pigments that we have going on in here, and I hope we see a million colors in this finish because it's just really nice. I love things that are just packed with pigment, and this is exactly that type of polish, so I really like this one. Next is Golden Night, and this one, similar to the second shade we checked out, is a jelly with gold metallic flakes in it. So we're getting those irregular gold flakes in here, and also similar to the other shade in this formula. I built this one up in 3 coats in the live swatch as well as the full hands, but honestly, if your nails are around my length or maybe even a little bit shorter, you might find that 2 coats looks really good on you. I just felt like under the super bright lighting in my studio, it was just like so like such a barely there bit of patchiness near the cuticle. So I did throw on a 3rd coat just to really build up that coverage, get some more flakes on there, because literally you cannot go wrong with that decision. This one looks so good. The way the light hits it, you just get this blow up of golden reflection. It's so nice, and then on the edges you can see it's still a little bit darker where the light doesn't quite hit. It's honestly, it's gorgeous. I feel like it kind of looks like stars up in the sky or something. It's really beautiful. So if you like dark and or black polishes, this is definitely going to be one you're going to want to add to your collection. Our final 2 shades are both going to be shimmer graphics, but this first one here is Ethel, and it is a forest green jelly base with, I believe, the same shimmer from Venetian Sky. So we're getting that pinky sort of color here head on, but then that one's going to shift through to an orange, a gold, and then like a really slightly bit of green at the most extreme angle. So I love this one. I felt like the color shift in here looked so good paired with the green base, because you get that really nice contrast here. It's just so pink and it stands out in the green so nicely, but then when you get that other color shift, it's a lot more on the same like tone, like the same vein as that green. So it's just such a nice mix of color, and then you get obviously rainbows of color from the holographic glitter. So totally a fan of this one. Oh, you can see there just that start of the gold creeping through, and it's so pretty. This one was super shifty, so I loved that about it. If you want a huge color shift, definitely go for this one. Rounding out our collection, we have All In, and this one, of course, like I said, is a shimmer graphic, and it has a more of a lime green jelly base, and since it is that lighter green color, I felt like if you want that really jelly effect, I would stop at the 2 coats, but if you do want more of a fuller opacity, you can definitely throw on that 3rd coat, which you'll see in the full hand shot, and I felt like that gave really good opacity, but here you can still see a little bit of that nail line, which I really liked. I feel like a color like this looks so good in that jelly finish, but the shimmer in here, oh my god, I've been talking so much about the base. The shimmer in here is sort of orange head on, and then at the more extreme angle, you're gonna get this pop of green, which it's different than the green that the base is, so I just really love that sort of contrast of the greens. You can see it there on the pointer finger. It's like almost a golden green, and it looks so nice. It's such a gorgeous color shift, and I'm a big fan of this one too. Checking out all of the shades together, you can see the really beautiful range of colors we got, and I totally love this new shimmer graphic finish. I feel like those glitters just look so good in any lighting, even non-direct lighting. They still just look so nice, and then you have that shimmer too to play off of it. So I'm a really big fan of this release. I think Kelly did an immaculate job with all of these polishes. Now that we have seen these new shades, I want to hear your thoughts on them, so leave a comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite, which ones do you think you're going to pick up, just what are your general thoughts on this release. Personally, I really love this collaboration. I feel like Kelly did such a good job making really unique polishes, especially in the Cirque lineup in general. Like, creating a new finish for Cirque is just really cool. I think they turned out so nice and combined some really nice elements together. So I'm interested to see if we'll get more of these shimmer graphics in the future from Cirque. But yeah, just generally, I really enjoy these polishes. I think that Kelly did just, like I said, a really great job. So I love the collection. I love the theming. I love the inspirations. Just overall, I'm a super huge fan. And that Do Good shade, I am such a reflective glitter fan. You could do anything with reflective glitter and I'm gonna love it. So I really like that one as well. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure that you are subscribed and check the description for links to all of the products in this video, but I think that's going to be it for this one today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Shifting over to the Kelli Marissa. Oh my goodness.